What's new for all y'all? Like, what's 2025 looking like?
A lot of Founders Club.
A lot of Founders Club.
Yeah?
A lot of Founders Club.
Exiting CrossNet. He's done with Hush. It's just like fully
So y'all are all in on
on this.
Yeah.
This is
I mean, we have 60 plus events lined up this year. We're at
60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And we'll
About 4
probably
a
end up
month.
doing more. And
How many cities are y'all in?
We're
right
in
now?
26 cities right now. We have like our core 6, but Miami, New York,
Toronto.
Vancouver, Austin, LA. Those are like our big ones. But yeah, I think we were really spread out last year, and this year it's like concentrating on local because we could grow so quick.
Yeah.
In Miami, we have like 35, 40 members already. In Toronto, we have like 70. So we just fill up events with just our community now, let alone all the prospects that were here last night.
Yeah.
So
it's becoming like a cheat code, really. Like once you have, like as a founder, once you have access to like an incredible group of people, like even yesterday, there was some like, and I said this not yesterday, but I should have, and Mike brought it up, was I should have reminded people to stay curious because it's a bold reminder when you sit at a room like that. We all have this thing where we think we're the guy. It's just inevitable, right? Because you work your ass off, you know, we think we're the guy. And like, I should have reminded people, even though they found out inevitably, because one person this morning came to me and he's like, dude, I fucked up yesterday. I was like, what? He's like, I kind of like was talking big, and then and once it started going around the table of who's who, and he's like, holy shit, these are all shooters, and it's like one of those things. Now, like you now know 30 incredible entrepreneurs that have incredible stories. That the thing we did at the end, the ask, like one guy asked you for a partnership and got it.
Yeah. Right.
You know, it's like. When founders are around founders, we want to help each other because we've all been through shit. And the last thing I want is for you to go through something that I just went through, where I can just get you like the answer, and vice versa. We all want to do that for each other, and to have that community, especially where you live and beyond where you live. For example, Mike was saying earlier today, he was in a car driving all around LA selling hemp parts. Imagine you had your people in LA. Imagine you had hey LA guys, I'm coming. I'm doing a road tour in LA. Let's do A, B, C, and D. Where should I go? Who should I meet? Now he's got all that set up for him.
Shout out to LA too right now because
for
what
real.
they're going
For
through
real.
is
It's crazy.
crazy.
Apocalypse.
the
So
most
sad.
horrible thing I've ever seen in my
So
life.
sad. It is interesting. Even the biggest people in the room last night, like literally the biggest guy in the room last night, he reached out to us to come to the event because he was lacking the community. As big as he was, will sell his company for billions of dollars.
Yeah.
He DMs us to come to the event because he wants to meet local heavy hitters and he can't find them. If he can't find them, how can a normal person
lives
find
here?
them? Lives right in Miami, right in downtown. And I was so surprised. I saw him come through the door from Instagram. I'm like, holy shit,
Chris
he
was
showed
tripping.
up.
He's like, he's here.
He's here. I was so happy.
Which one is it? I mean, you can tell me off air.
Yeah, it was,
He's a shooter. But
shooter.
But
shooter.
my point is it doesn't matter how big your business
Yeah,
is
yeah.
or not, because every founder, we had dinner for the last 2 years with over 5,000 founders in 16 cities. We go around just hosting dinners, paying for them, getting them sponsored, whatever it is, we hosting dinners. And every single person said the same thing. I feel like I'm alone. No one gets it. Mom and dad, think I'm a... My dad would always make jokes, He's like, "You sell any pillows today?"
Yeah.
Like he thought I was scamming people. He's like, "You sell any pillows?" Yeah. Like they don't no one understands, right? And
Oh, it gets worse even when you're being successful. I remember when we crossed, even probably it was the $5 million or $10 million of revenue mark. Everyone around me was like, yeah, you're having problems, Mike. Yeah, your life's so tough.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, you don't understand what's going on. I'm like trying to
Exactly.
keep this business so it's surviving and thriving, plus my family, and entrepreneurs all have that in common, right? And entrepreneurs and founders know that of each other and can help each other out, but a lot of people just don't understand.
Yeah, like think about where do you go to become a better entrepreneur, right? You go to the gym to get better and get better looking. You go to a restaurant to go out to a nice meal. If you want to go learn about entrepreneurship, where do you go?
I mean,
There's literally
ultimately,
nowhere.
like from my experience, I go to books and books and books, and what does that do? Isolation. So then you're like with your headphones on, listening to audiobooks, in your car, listening to audiobooks, and then finally you're like, I just want to hug.
Exactly.
But what you're really doing is you're going to other people. Right? When you want the answer, you're going to someone else.
Mass mentorship in a written form.
Right. Exactly.
Mass mentorship, watching other people's videos or hanging out with them,
Yeah.
and hanging out with them, you're going to absorb through the environment and through that social experience.
Well, there's so much more for me, and because we live in this digital world, and speaking of like books and stuff, it's the realness. It's the actual face-to-face conversation, the hugs, the laughs, the stories in real life, like not over Instagram or YouTube or Zoom, or it's like this. Like this is what is so powerful, because we are so connected, but also so disconnected. You know, even friends, like if you notice, like I'm losing friends because they're forgetting to call.
Yeah.
Right?
They're like, I see you every day.
Yeah.
I don't need to touch you.
But that's
what's
the
happening,
mentality.
yeah.
The mentality is, oh, you're doing fine because
Exactly.
you posted today. I saw your story with your kid. You're fine.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they
you're
don't
good.
realize that like he was sick as a dog. Like all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no, hey man, how you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And I love to do that every now and then, and I love to FaceTime people every now and then.
Yeah, I'm a big FaceTime
They're so
guy too.
they're like, what's going on?
Yeah, is everything okay?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm just calling to say what's up, man.
Yeah.
So-
It's just the opportunity to be authentic. It's a relief for a lot of people, and not that we're not authentic online. We are, but we get to choose what we put online. And that's just
It's the highlight reel.
It's one window, and like people say, well, you don't show everything. Well, first of all, I don't have to show everything. Second of all, that doesn't mean that what I'm showing isn't real. It is real, but it's just one perspective of my life. When you get into a community with people and you build rapport, they get everything. They get the whole connection. And that takes you to layers, deeper and deeper and deep, to the point where, like, for example, when I signed my NDA for my deal, I called Mike and I was like, I'm going to tell him, because I know he's not going to blast me, because like he knows what I'm going through. He gets it. It's not his first rodeo. And he's like, all right, you got to talk to my guy. And like that guy, doesn't do deals of my size, but he did it anyways because Mike told him, like, yo, connect with this guy. And he ended up connecting me to another guy and ended up supporting me on my deal. And like, that only happens in communities. That doesn't happen if I couldn't have made a post on my social media saying, no one say anything, but I'm about to sell my business. You can't do it, right?
Exactly.
So you need the trusted community in order to unlock that unlimited potential for yourself. Otherwise, like you said, you do it alone with the headphones on, and it's not that it doesn't work, but it's hard.
Yeah. It's more important on their worst days too. Like there's a guy in our club right now, has 5 days of runway left, 600 employees, 5 days of runway, needs to find money. So we're connecting him left and right just to like try to solve the problem, right? And normally he sits there by himself.
Yeah, I think he got it actually. He texted me today. He got it. Yeah,
So,
crazy, incredible company, but like, just like in a weird.
And
vibe.
it happens. It happens.
to everybody.
What's he gonna
Some
do?
of
He can't
the
tell his
best
boys.
businesses out there. Like,
Of course.
cash flow is cash flow. Like,
Yep.
Yeah,
You can
he needs a fix, and he can't go on the internet saying, "Listen,
Get in
You
5
can't
days.
start a
someone tell me.
GoFundMe.
Yeah.
listen, guys,
Yeah.
I made a mistake."
There's not OnlyFans is not an option.
Yeah, but and then it takes another founder to be like, you know what, I get it.
Yeah.
So let
I
me
got
help
you.
you out because I totally get it. And that's the superpower.
There was a guy that's in the CPG beverage business that stayed after and just talked to me last night, and it was just nice to hear like what he's going through, because I know exactly what he's going through, and just you could tell he just wanted just to tell someone.
Yeah.
Like you could just tell.
Somebody
It was
listened
like
to
I
me.
felt like the Catholic priest.
but like someone who gets it.
Yeah,
That's different.
someone who
Right.
gets it.
Because he's told everyone probably.
Right.
They're just
And
like,
they're probably like, yeah, whatever.
Just be grateful, man.
Yeah.
People are buying your stuff.
Don't you love that shit?
I used to tell people all the
Yeah.
time, like the shipment's not coming fast enough. My customers are gonna hate me. It's like, dude, just you have customers. I'm like, no, you don't get it.
No.
It's not what I'm talking about.
Right.
Like in this. You were able to even just validate the way he was feeling and to let him to know in that moment that although it is a unique situation, it's not.
Right.
And that just because you got through it, and he'll get through it too. And that's how it's like, people say, if you went back to when you're 20 years old, what would you tell yourself?
If you had one thing that you wish people knew about you that they don't, what would it be?
If you had one thing, you're cooking something. I can tell you're cooking.
Really just want to make a difference. Like I want to I don't want somebody else to be in a position that my father was when I grew up. I don't want to see somebody that I know and I love and I care about to go to the end of their life and not actually at least try. Because I feel like we'd have regrets with the Founders Club if we actually didn't start doing this. But the feeling of guilt and regret and shame of not actually going for your dreams. And it doesn't have to be a financial dream. It could be anything. Like, fuck, I've been trying to give up chocolate for 3 years now. Like, I'm gonna give it up eventually. But like,
Why?
I'm addicted, but like, it's bad.
Go midday squares.
It's
midday
for
squares.
real. But
Go
I
lay
think,
down on the couch. We'll talk about it.
I think just the hunger for wanting to help people. There's no better feeling than getting a text or a call from somebody being like, "Oh, that connection you made actually just really helped me." And so if I could help people just take one step further, and we can do that for thousands of people, that's a life worth meeting.
Yeah, the one thing for me is, the importance of living your purpose and passion in life. I was very fortunate that I had the best single mom in the world, and through my business journey, I got to hire her. She's got to see all my success. I retired her when we sold the business, and I took her out to brunch and said, "What are you going to do, Mom?" She said, "In 42 years that I've worked as a single mom, I haven't taken more than 2 weeks off. And so I'm going to take 3 weeks to decide what I'm going to do." And on the 21st day, she passed away.
Oh.
And so, like, I'm not talking about the sad moment of it. It was sad. But the realization was that, like, she fulfilled her mission, then she went on. Mm-hmm. And so don't fulfill your mission. What's the next purpose? What's your passion? What's your purpose? Why are you here? Keep focused on that. That's the number one thing that we can all do.
Wow.
I love that.
How do I follow that?
Yes, seriously. Jeez. Mic drop.
You should have went last. I mean, I would say that don't ever let anything I say or do come off or be perceived as that I figured it out, because I'm very much just figuring it out as I go, and I feel like that's a lifelong journey. I feel like I God willing, I'll be 98 and figuring it out. I saw actually this 91-year-old. I saw a video. He like lost his house in the fire, and like this whole family, like very, very sad story. But he was like, "Yeah, I guess we'll just rebuild. Keep it going." He's like, "We're gonna rebuild." It's like he's like, "I'm 91, but we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna rebuild. Like we're gonna keep it going." And like in my head, I was like, as sad as that is to see a man like lose it all at 91, but like the idea of like, he was just like, "Yeah, we're gonna keep building,
right?
And we'll build it back, and we'll make new memories." And it's like, that is to me like what I want people to know, that like at any given moment, if you think Aaron figured it out, know that I haven't, and I don't plan on ever really figuring it out. I just plan on keep figuring out the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And a lot of the people that I've looked up to and continue to look up to, I noticed that's secretly what I admire about them, that they're still in it. They're in the trenches. They're still figuring it out, and that's the beauty of the life. That's the best day ever. I know Mike talks about that. It's like my best day ever is doing what I want to do, doing it with the people I love, and then the challenges that come with it.
Right.
Otherwise, like, what are you gonna do? Go to the beach? Like, how many days can you go to the beach and tan? I mean, unless you're selling cross nets, but like, how many can you do? It's hard.
It's actually sad. I live in Miami and I
Yeah,
never go to the beach. It's always
Right,
like that.
unless there's like a reason, or it's a part of the mission, or promoting. Like, there's energy there, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, for me, like, what's the best vacation? The truth is, it's probably not on a fancy trip by myself. It's probably on a trip with my friends or my family.
Exactly,
We're doing good
yeah.
things. That could be anywhere, and that's what I want to always be doing. But it's hard to do. You got to figure it out, and that's the journey.
Love it. Well, gentlemen,
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
I
thanks
appreciate
for having us.
y'all.
Let's go, baby.
and let's build this founders thing to the moon. So I think
Simple
what
as
y'all are
Cheers, we
doing
got
is
cheers on that
fantastic.
one.
All
Cheers
in,
on
never
that.
lose.
Cheers.
Wait, give me not
The mini.
Give me the pound, not the pounder.
That's the
There's the pit. For the pot.
Cheers. Days off, gentlemen.
Let's go.